tea party. Bonjour, hello. I'm here with my best friend, Bree.
Hi.
And today we're going to show you how to have a fancy tea party.
You can have a tea party with friends, dolls, or even stuffed animals.
Today, Marabelle and Chiffon are joining us. And we'll be having our tea party al fresco, which is fancy for outside. Now, the first thing to think about when having a fancy tea party is setting the table.
We use a tablecloth, cups and saucers, dishes and silverware, napkins.
And ooh-la-la! Don't forget the teapot.
We fill it with iced tea or juice, but you can even use water. It's okay to pretend.
Sometimes at a tea party, your guests get hungry, which is why we have hors d'oeuvres. That's French for snacks. Arrange them in a fancy way, and voila! Sublime!
Now that everything's ready, we can take our seats. First, we place our napkins on our laps.
And then we pour our tea. May I?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You are most welcome. It's important to have good etiquette, which is French for manners. And if you want to be really fancy, drink with your pinky up, darling.
Oh, yes, darling. Now, the only thing left to do is enjoy the tea, food, and friends.
And that is how you have a fancy tea party. Oh, Bree, our tea party is more than great. It's fabulous.
Yes, Nancy, it really is.
How to make a fancy tiara. Bonjour, everyone.
Hi.
Today, Bree and I are going to teach you how to make the fanciest thing you could ever possibly wear on your head.
It's not a hat, it's
a tiara! Tiaras are very regal. That's fancy for fancy in a royal sort of way.
Yeah, even a queen wears a tiara.
Let's get to work. Okay, all you need to make a tray fancy tiara are pipe cleaners.
And the sparklier, the better.
The first thing you do is take 2 pipe cleaners and just twist them together at one end like this. See?
Yep, and then bend them in a circle and twist the ends closed.
Voila! Now you have the base for your tiara, but we can still make it fancier.
Of course! All we need for that is another pipe cleaner.
Just bend it to create pointy shapes. These will be the fancy points on your tiara.
Once you've done that, attach the pointy pipe cleaner to the circle.
Magnifique! Our tiaras are almost done. But why not add an even fancier touch?
Yeah, there's lots of ways to do that. First, you can twist the pointy tops of the pipe cleaner like this.
Or you can glue on fluffy pom-poms or real fake jewels. Ooh la la! Bree, have you ever seen anything more sublime? That's fancy for beautiful. Now place the tiara on your head. Now waltz around the room feeling like the fanciest queen of all.
Oh, how do you do? Looking very fancy today, Nancy.
Why, merci, Bree. You are also looking quite fancy indeed. After you.
No, after you.
And that's how you make a fancy tiara. How to speak Français. Bonjour, mes amis. Hello, friends.
Hi.
Today I'm going to teach you how to speak French. French is the fanciest sounding language in the whole world.
It is?
Since I'm practically an expert on fanciness, I can assure you that nothing sounds fancier.
Okay.
To begin, we'll start with some simple French words.
Okay.
Now, say you see a friend or your sister at a tea party. You'll want to greet them by saying bonjour, which is hello in French. Bonjour.
Bonjour?
Almost. Try again. It's bonjour.
Bonjour. Sure.
Très bien. Very good, Jojo. We'll keep working on it. Now, say at this tea party, you'd like a cup of tea. You'd say, 1 cup of tea, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît means please in French. Now you try, Jojo. S'il vous plaît.
S'il
vous plaît.
vous plaît?
S'il vous plaît. Like play a game.
Oh, play. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Oui, Jojo, yes, you're getting it. Now, we all know it's fancy to have good etiquette, which is French for manners. So when someone hands you the tea, say merci. That's how the French say thank you.
Messy?
Not messy, it's merci.
Mercy.
Merci.
Messy?
That's it, Jojo, you're doing superb. Anything fancy is worth putting in the extra effort. There are so many fabulous French words to learn. And these are just a few. I know if you keep practicing your French, soon you'll sound très fancy too. Au revoir. Oh, that's French for goodbye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Keep practicing. How to make a fancy signature. Bonjour, everyone. Today, my friends and I are going to show you how to make your own fancy signature. Signature is a fancy word that means how you write your name.
Yeah, like on a birthday card.
Or on a letter. Or even just for fun.
Now, the first thing to do when making a fancy signature is to draw your initial. Initial is fancy for the first letter of your name. Since my name starts with N, that's what I'll draw here. N. Parfait! Next, think of an animal or a fun shape to draw around your initial.
It can be anything at all.
Oui, yes! And since I adore butterflies, that's what I'm going to draw around my initial. Voila! Now I have a fancy signature.
Okay, my turn. Bree starts with the B. And since I like bugs, I'll draw a beetle around it. See? A beetle.
Ooh la la! Bree, your signature is more than great. It's fabulous.
Thanks, Nancy.
You two want to try?
Yeah, okay. Rhonda starts with R. And since I like being a soccer star, how about a star? Yeah!
Yeah.
Magnifique, Rhonda.
Awesome. Let's see. W is the first initial of Wanda. And since that kind of looks like a cracked eggshell, how about a little chick? See?
Wonderful.
I love it.
Good thinking, Wanda.
As you can see, every signature is different, and you can make yours whatever you want.
Just get creative.
And don't be afraid to try out different ideas. Any shape, animal, or even a squiggle will work.
Just remember, it's your fancy signature, so be sure to make it unique. That's fancy for one of a kind, just like you.
High five to that.
See you next time. How to make a plain outfit fancy. Oh, bonjour. Hi. Today's lesson is not just important, it's vital. Since I'm practically an expert on fanciness, I am going to show you how to make a plain outfit fancy. Even an outfit as plain as overalls.
Huh? Oh, yay!
Now, what's the first thing to do if you notice your outfit is drab? That's fancy for boring.
I don't know.
Put on lots of jewelry, of course. Oh, Jojo, you look très fancy now.
Thank you.
Now, let's say you adore your jewels, but would still like to feel a bit fancier. This happens to me all the time. Then all you need is a chic chapeau. That's French for hat. You can wear a charming sun hat or a hat with a veil for a little mystery.
Nancy, I cannot see.
Oops. Jojo? A fancy pair of shoes is another fantastique way to fancy up any ho-hum outfit. Ooh la la! So much fancier.
Oh my God!
And finally, no one has ever seen a boa and said, "That's not fancy." Et voila! See how a boa makes us a zillion times more fancy?
Yeah, we're fancy.
Yes we are, Jojo, and ready to start our day. And now you know how to make a plain outfit fancy, too.
Let's play pirates, Nancy. Arr.
Okay, see? Even pirates like being fancy. Yarr! How to make your hair fancy. Bonjour, everyone. Hi. Today, Bree and I are going to teach you how to make your hair fancy. There are a plethora of ways to do this. Plethora is fancy for a lot.
We can't show you every way to make your hair fancy, but we can give you some tips.
Yes, and then you can try them at home. Now, one of my favorite ways to make my hair fancy is to start with, voila, a headband. And if you feel like your headband is too plain, no problem. Just fancy it up yourself.
You can add a bow.
Or some stickers. Or any other fancy tidbit you have lying around. Ooh la la! Our hair looks fancier already. But there's still lots more we can do to fancy up our coiffure. That's French for hairdo.
You can add barrettes.
Or clips.
Or even flowers.
Magnifique idea, Bree. Don't be afraid to try something new and different. So, by now you're probably thinking, their hair looks so fancy, they can't possibly make it any fancier than that, can they?
Sure we can.
By adding a très elegant tiara. Have you ever seen anything fancier? Ooh la la! So as you can see, making your hair fancy is a fun thing to do.
Especially when you're with your best friend.
And that's how you make your hair fancy. How to make a flower you eat. Bonjour, everyone.
Hi.
Today, we're going to show you how to make something that's more than yummy. It's scrumptious. Ooh la la! We're going to make a flower you can eat. Only our flour isn't from the garden. It's made entirely out of vegetables. Now, before cooking, every chef must wash their hands.
Right. Good thinking, Nancy.
We wouldn't want icky germs getting in our food. It wouldn't be fancy or healthy. Merci, Mom. Thanks. Now that our hands are clean, we can gather the ingredients. That's fancy for the things we're going to use to make our flour. To make our fancy flour, we'll need a cucumber, celery,
Cherry tomatoes and lettuce.
magnifique. Now have an adult slice the cucumbers into circles. S'il vous plaît, mère? Mère is French for mother.
I'd be happy to. Here you go.
Parfait! Thanks! Next, we arrange the cucumber slices on a plate like the petals of a flower. Voila!
Then put a cherry tomato in the middle part of the petals.
Ooh la la! It's starting to look like a flower already. Now that we've made the petals, take the celery and lay it on the plate. See? Like a flower stem.
And then take some lettuce and lay it next to the celery like leaves.
Oh, what a très belle flower! That's French for it's very beautiful. And voila! Your fancy flower is now ready to eat. Mmm, delicious. Au revoir. See you next time. How to have a fashion show. Ooh la la! Bonjour, friends. Today's lesson is more than exciting, it's exhilarating.
We're going to teach you how to have a fashion show.
A fashion show is when you model chic outfits for people. The first thing you'll need is a runway. That's fancy for a stage that fashion models walk on.
Ours is a water slide.
The next thing you'll need for your fashion show is an audience. Voila! Marabelle, Chiffon, and Frenchy will be our audience today. Ready to see some haute couture? That's French for very stylish clothes.
They can't wait.
Magnifique! Now that you've got an audience, choose an outfit you want to show off.
It can be sporty or good for winter or spring or whatever.
I'm in the mood to wear something très elegant. That's fancy for fancy.
I'm feeling a little mermaidy.
Parfait! Now it's time to get dressed. Once you're in your chic outfit, the fashion show can begin. Walk down the runway so everyone can see what you're wearing. And be sure to hold yourself with panache. That's fancy for having lots of inner ooh-la-la.
You can also put on a serious model face, like this.
And when you get to the end of the runway, just turn around and head right back.
Now that you've shown off this outfit, you can go change into another one.
Yes, Bree. And then walk down the runway again to show off the new look. Do this as many times as you want. My next outfit will be ballet-inspired.
I'm going to show off my Bug Explorer outfit.
And now you know how to have a fantastique fashion show. How to make your dog fancy. Bonjour, everyone. Hi. Ooh la la! Today, I'm going to show you how to make your dog look très chic. That's French for fancy. And we have a very handsome dog to use as our model. Frenchy! Before you begin, ask your parents if it's okay to groom your dog. Groom is fancy for making your pet look his very best. Mom said okay! Fantastique! And make sure your pet is in the mood to be spiffed up. Frenchy, may I make you look fancy, s'il vous plaît? I think that means yes. So the first thing we do is brush Frenchy's hair to get out all the knots.
Okay.
Be really gentle. Feels good, huh, boy? His hair is so shiny now. Yes, Jojo. And now we get to see what Frenchy looks like with bangs. So silly. Now that Frenchy's hair is brushed, it's time to accessorize. That's fancy for adding more things to his look. First, we're going to tie a bow around his collar. And add stickers. Yay! Ooh la la! Frenchy, you're looking fancier already. And for an extra fancy touch, we'll even make you a ponytail. We just gather some hairs on his head, tie a bow around it, and voila! Now Frenchy doesn't just look fancy, he looks sublime. And that's how to make your dog fancy. Good boy. How to wear a boa. Bonjour, everyone. Today, I'm going to teach you how to wear my favorite fashion accessory, a boa. If you've never worn a boa before, don't worry. My assistant here is new to wearing boas, too. Right, Dad?
Oh, right. Here I am.
Now, the first thing you want to do is find a boa that looks good with your ensemble. That's fancy for outfit. Any color will do, so long as it makes you happy. Ooh la la! I'll choose fuchsia because it's my favorite color.
Okay, how about this one?
Rouge? That's French for red. Excellent choice, Dad.
Well, red does bring out my eyes.
Daddy! Now that you have your boa, drape it elegantly around your shoulders like this. Voila!
Like this?
Oui, yes, Dad. Don't you feel fancier already? I know I do. Don't be surprised if you feel like gliding across the room the instant you put on your boa.
Oh, yeah. I can see what you mean.
Now that you're wearing your boa, you can use it to make a grand exit. Just take one end of the boa, toss it across your neck, turn, and sail out. Go on, Dad. Try it.
Okay,
Oh, and be careful not to put the boa feathers right under your nose, or you could sneeze.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, Dad. And now you know how to wear a fancy boa. Au revoir!